Hi, this is Donna with Cross Stitch on the Hill. It's Monday afternoon. We've been out running around. I went to Hobby Lobby and picked up a few things, and I've decided to start something else. So I'm hunting for a Q-snap. So I have to take some of my old stuff that my whips, and take them apart, fold them up, put them back in the bag. And I don't really like taking them off of the Q-snap, because then I'll decide I want to do it, work on it, and then it's not in the Q-snap, and then I'll think, oh, that's too much trouble. So, but I've ordered 2 more sets of Q-snaps, so they should be here at the end of the week, maybe. So, anyhow, I'm wanting to do, and I don't know where my cover sheet is. There it is. This one. Token of Love. I think that is so pretty. And I found this in it, and actually it's on 28 count, which I don't like using 2 threads, but it's the right color, so yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I love those colors, and I can't find my Oscar thread. So, and I know I've got 2 or 3 skeins of it, so it's probably in one of these bags down here. And I hate to start digging, because then I'll need the Oscar for that whip, and then I don't know, it's just a vicious circle. So anyhow, that's what I'm doing right now. So hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to make my card. Now I need to get me a hole punch and punch a hole in it and put it on one of my rings, so I can keep up with the color that I'm using. And I think I'm going to try to do the call for, provided Oscar shows up for the show. So we'll see. If not, I'll just order him again. I'll always use it. So here's my table, or my countertop I showed you last week. Told you it wouldn't take but a couple of days to be back. This is where I do a lot of my putting together, so that's the mess I've got. And there's the other mess I've got. I just can't keep it neat. But I printed off a copy of a freebie that was from La-Di-Da. It's an alphabet with a bunny. So I think I'm going to try to do that. You do it on straw. And I found this 103, and it is color number 523. I like that. That's a red with a brown undertone. I think it'll look really good on that, on straw. I think that'll look really pretty. And it's all one color, except I think I'm going to do my bunny brown. So that's my plan so far. Now, Token of Love is ready. It's all kitted up, ready to go, except for I need to hunt Oscar. But otherwise, and I do think I changed one of these. Made it a little darker. I think I put in Shamrock and she had something else, but I'll let you know. Yep. And I bought a little thingamajig to put my scissors on, so I don't lose them. I lose those little bitty scissors all the time, so got that. And then I got some DMC. Of course, can't go in Hobby Lobby without coming out with DMC. And I got some of this because I thought I had some Raw Natural, same thing, Rustico. And to do my Teresa Kogut Santa on, I actually wanted that mustard fabric that you could buy. I don't think it wasn't Ada, I don't think, but you could buy it at Hobby Lobby. They always had it. And I could just kick myself for not buying all they had. But they don't carry it anymore, so you can't find it. I've tried to even look it up online. It was just a really pretty color of mustard. I like to do some of the fall and Christmas things on it. So that's where I'm at right now. And here's my progress on Merry Friends. I'm working on the tree. And I've got a new strand of thread on it, I do believe. Yes, I do. And as soon as I run out of that one strand that I cut, then I'll come over here and pull a strand of this. I think it's Shabby Sheep. And then I'll see how far it goes. And then I'll switch back over here, because it keeps me from getting so bored with this. But I would like to be done, because I want this hoop to put on the La-Di-Da alphabet that I printed off, because I want to start it. But I need this hoop, and I don't have a Q-snap that's small enough. I've got all my Q-snaps in use, and I've been looking, and I try to rearrange them. I've got some hoops over here. Oh, don't look at my mess. I've got some hoops right there, but this one's too big. These I don't care for. This one I don't care for. And I've got another Hardwick, but it's one of, don't look at my mess. It's the thinner ones. So I don't want to use the thinner ones right now. So, oh well, moving right on. And I'm about to get Joseph's coat, not his coat, his shirt in. I'll be glad when I get his shirt on, but I'm gonna have to backstitch it, because it's just blending in with the fabric too much. But it's turning out. It's gonna be cute. And here's a Grime Guard that I'm working on. I've got to find my little doohickey that I hook my elastic on and pull through here. I had it not long ago, and I made a Grime Guard out of the same fabric, and I had some left, so I just sewed one up that's a little shorter. But I love to use these, because then I can lay my piece down, and it's not like this. I can just lay it down anywhere, and the fabric's not touching anything where it's going to get dirty, or with my hands, because I'm all the time going outside. I come in and wash my hands, but you know, your hands have oils on them. So anyhow, that's more of what I'm working on. Not too many irons in my fire. So I have another one kitted up. This is Betsy's Christmas basket. I think I showed you that in my pitiful start. But I thought that was so cute. So she's got some more that's some seasonal, and I think there's a few that aren't, you know, totally seasonal. But I thought that is so pretty. That is so me, with all the quilt squares and the flowers. So I'm going to start that one too, or restart, or it's a whip. So I guess I'll just pick it up and go from where I left off. Okay, I'm back at my table now. I've got my Merry Friends back in my Lowry frame. I don't know if you can see it or not. But Lowry makes a clamp-on frame. And I usually take it on vacation with me. This is the one that I used my husband's copper piping for, to build it up a little bit higher, so that I'm short, but so I can get my hands under it and see. Anyhow, so that's what I'm doing. And I also put that in with a latex glove. That keeps the frame from sliding down all the time. This frame never slides down when I put the glove on it. And so I have several of those packed away, and I just swing it around out of my way. And here, I use these hair clips. They are perfect to hold your fabric down on a Q-snap. They're just the perfect size. And I can't ever usually find these. So I went to Walmart one day last week and they had 3 packs of them. So I bought all 3 packs. Because I really like those. They'll hold whenever you've got bulky fabric, and they'll hold it in place and keep it out of your way. And here's my Savior's Praise. I've been working on it the last few days, and I'm going to put it back on my frame. I guess I'll take it downstairs and work on it. Love this. And it's on even weave, and I love even weaves. But that's me. Some people don't. Some people like the linen, but I like the even weave. I just think it makes it look neater. Or makes mine look neater. And here's another frame that everybody's been asking me about. And this is a GUS frame. I don't know if you can see his little symbol right there. But it's a GUS table frame. And I use it upstairs on I keep it on my cutting table. And I love it. I love it, I love it. And if we go on vacation, I usually take this. Sometimes I take the Lowry, but they don't always have something that you can clamp it to, and I get nervous. A lot of the places you go to have glass tabletop tables, and I feel it makes me nervous to clamp a metal clamp on a glass table. So anyhow, I've just been working on different stuff all week, and I've got a finish. This has been finished. It's been hanging on my wall. But this is the drawn thread. And last week and I still am, working on the Simply Winter I finished. But now I'm gone into spring. And this is by the drawn thread. I don't want to bump it. And this was a Sal. And I tried to keep up with everybody. And I almost did till it got to the end. There's a lot of little back stitching and 1/1. All the writing is 1/1. But this is a cute stitch. And I kind of switched. I used Handwork Maniac. I used her conversion. Kind of. But I love it. It's really cute. I love my little cat right there. And there's my crows. And the sunflowers. That's real pretty. And that's by the drawn thread. And now, I've got some stuff ordered from 123 Stitch. I'm hoping it comes in by Friday. And here's some more of my red and white blocks. I need to really count them and see how many I've got. I'll probably have to put sashing in between them, or they're going to look jumbly up. But I'll probably put if I do, it'll be some kind of white. Some of them I made 2 of the same. Not many, but some. And I don't know why I did. No rhyme, no reason. But you'd never know because it's all different fabrics. I didn't realize I had that much red fabric. I said that, and my husband was watching the other video, and he looked at it, and he looked over at me and started laughing. I've got a lot. But that's what retirement's for. You got to stock up. You never know. You might not be able to get off this hill. You know, they might be flooded down below. We do live, there's a river that runs through this area. And there's lots of creeks, lots of water. Down at the bottom of the hill when you hit the main highway, it comes up to the very edge of the road. The water does whenever it rains a lot. And it's a lot of farmland out in here. We live in really rural. But we love it here. It's a lot of work. Because if you don't weed eat, and we've had some health issues this spring, spring. And so we've not got to weed eat like we should have. And so, you know, the earth takes it back over. So when fall comes and everything starts dying back, then we're going to be out there with weed eaters and bush hogs and get to work on everything. I made my mom some coasters. I sewed them, and they had hearts on them. And I made her 4. I don't know what happened to them. I know I have 2, but I don't know where the other one is. Anyhow, my little granddaughter Murphy came up this past weekend, and she said, "Can I have it? You know, is it for me?" So I let her take it home. It's just little. It's like 4 by 4, and it's got batting and hand quilting. You know, I made it, oh my goodness, so many years ago when my kids were little. And and it looks horrible because it got stuck on my pot holder when I put something in the oven and I smelled something burning there. Lo and behold, it was the coaster, but I ran it through the washer, but it looks like it's been toasted. So she took it home, and my daughter-in-law said she's sleeping with it. So I've got to get her something made up. So her birthday's coming not very long from now, and so maybe then, maybe. So that's what's going on here. So how's your day? Hope it was great. And be sure to like and subscribe, and please leave comments. I have had so many comments this week, and I just love the comments. So share my video and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm just getting tickled to death at how many subscribers I have. So thank you very much, everyone. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.